Some people smile every day but cry every night. You see them laughing, you hear their voice full of life, you admire their strength. But behind closed doors, they're fighting battles you know nothing about. For such people, if their rooms were to be connected to a microphone, the sound coming from their rooms would keep their neighbors awake all night. Welcome to Rebuild Your Life with Aihawu Victor. I remain your host, and today's episode is titled The Smile That Hides the Pain. This is a space where we stop pretending and start healing. Today's episode is for the strong ones, the ones everybody depends on, the ones who never want to be seen as weak. This is for those who smile in public but feel empty inside. And some of the strongest people you may know are the ones hurting the most. Sometimes you see people smiling. They smile more than everyone else. Maybe in class, at an event, or some other places, in churches. They smile more than everyone. And sometimes we used to think that the people that smile the more, they are the one with less problem. But you know what? Sometimes we call them the strongest people. They are strong outside, but inside they are broken. There's one thing that they've mastered: smiling through their pains. And that's why the title of this episode is The Smile That Hides the Pain. Are you wearing that type of smile? Is your smile real? Or is just one of those smiles that hides the pain? They show up, they laugh, they encourage others, they check on everyone, but when they're alone, everything falls apart. The silence becomes heavy, the smile fades, and the weight they've been carrying all day finally catches up with them. Many people are not okay, they are just good at hiding it. Sometimes in my life, I live this life for a very long time, smile that hides the pain. I had serious pain inside of me, but whenever you see me outside, I wear a smile that nobody will ever imagine what I'm going through. Why was I doing that? I just wanted to be strong. And not only strong for myself, I was being strong for others. Unfortunately, it's actually not really working for me. It's working on the outside, but on the inside, it's not working at all. Maybe this is for you. You become the strong one in the family, the one people call when they are down, the one who always has the right word. But deep inside, you are asking, who checks on me? Who listens when I'm tired? Who notices when I'm breaking? And because you don't want to bother anyone, you keep it all in. Like I said, that was the situation I found myself years ago. I really don't want to bother anyone. I was coming from the understanding that everybody has their problem. And why should I bother other people with my own problem? But the truth is that I allow other people bother me with their own problem, even though I was having my own problem. And it was something that I really need to check at that time. But let me say this clearly. Being strong for everyone does not mean you should abandon yourself. Like I said, I was strong for others and I abandoned myself and I paid the price daily. Strength is not silence. Strength is not suppression. Strength is not pretending. You are human, and a human feels pain. You also need space to feel, to break, to breathe, to heal. We need space. Sometimes we are due to certain circumstances, because human circumstances are different. There are some people where it's very difficult for them to breathe. It's very difficult for them to heal, because what do we call it now? There's a name they call this thing. Yes, trauma bonding. Because of trauma bonding, you just can't. You can't create space. You can't breathe. You can't heal. You can't feel. You can't break out. You are just in that situation. But I tell you the truth. It's very important that you need a space to feel, a space to break, a space to breathe, and a space to heal. Because like we all know, this life is just once, and it's our responsibility to make it worthwhile while we are here. So it's okay to say I'm tired, I need help, I'm not okay today. For those of us in the Christendom, there is this usual quote: when people ask you how are you, you said it is well, even though it is not well. But we just use that, is it a coping mechanism or what? We say it's well, but deep down we know that it's not well. So those words don't make you weak, they make you honest. And healing begins when honesty starts. Yes, healing begins when honesty starts. I've seen so many people that are lying even to themselves. I mean, it's okay to lie to other people just to excuse yourself, but the most dangerous thing that you can do to yourself is to lie to yourself. Do not lie to yourself. You don't have to carry everything alone. You don't have to keep proving your strength by suffering in silence. I mean, you have to speak out. If you can't speak to anyone, you have to speak to yourself. Something happened to me some years ago, and I used to be very careful when I'm driving. I mean, I'm very careful when I'm driving, but on this occasion, I was worried. And then I was turning and I didn't look at the other side. And the next thing I had was mashing of brake and all of those things. And the moment I came out of that situation, I parked the car and I called myself by name: Victor, what is wrong with you? What exactly is wrong with you? And sincerely, the decision I made after telling myself, after asking that critical question, saved my life up to this moment. I mean, that's the truth. I asked myself, what is your problem? What are you doing? You almost killed yourself just a while ago. Because of what? And the decision that came after that critical question to myself is one of the reasons why I'm alive today. So sometimes we don't have to suffer in silence. We need to speak out, especially to ourselves. Imagine what will happen if you give yourself permission to rest. Because if without giving yourself permission to rest, you will not rest. Permission to drop the mask, permission to let someone in, to admit that you are human too. You don't lose your strength by opening up, you actually regain it. Because even the strongest hearts need healing. I mean, the strongest hearts. I remember when some people came to my house when I was, in a money mood. And then after leaving me, one of them sent me a message and said, the last time I saw the picture of a strong man was when I visited you. He said they were telling themselves when they were coming to see me that what are we going to tell him? How do we encourage him? But they got to my place and I was the one encouraging them, and they were surprised. The fact is that I have just mastered the art of smiling through the pain. I was feeling deep pain inside of me. I was not feeling pain, I was dying inside of me. But yet, I'm still able to talk to them, But the point is that I am still breathing. I am still healing inside of me. Even though I show up to be very strong, to others, I tell myself the truth. Like I said before, not telling yourself the truth is the most problem the strongest people face. So you don't have to keep pretending, you don't have to keep smiling through pain. You deserve peace, you deserve support, you deserve to be seen, not just as strong, but as human. And if nobody has told you this lately, you don't have to do this alone. And this is the whole essence of this podcast. Take charge, own and rebuild your life. Is more of life testimony, things that I've been through, and how I survived those pains. Example from other people being at their lowest, how they were able to come out of it. So you don't have to do this alone. I mean, this is the message. You don't have to do this alone. Speak out. Speak out to people around you. Speak out to me. Type in the comment section, oh, I want to have a time with you. Oh, can I contact you and stuff like that? You just need to speak out. And finally, if this message speaks to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share with someone who always looks strong but might be hurting inside. subscribe, stay connected, and remember, life can be beautiful again. You know, if you go through the playlist of the healing song, there's a particular song that says, life can be beautiful again. And that is true. Before I go, I want to advise you that there's a song coming after my signing out. Listen to that song, and I'm sure that that song will heal you. See you during the next episode. Cheers.
You've been strong for everyone, carrying weight no one sees, smiling just to hide the pain, falling down on your knees. But you don't have to hold it all. You don't have to stand so tall. You can lay it down, all the pain you've been hiding. You don't have to pretend you're not breaking inside. You can lay it down. You don't have to be strong. Even hearts that hold the world need a place to belong. It's okay to not be okay. Healing starts when you say it's okay.